for counteracting our pride. There are many ways of making prostration, and the meaning can be very profound indeed. The main point is that we place our hands in 3 places: to the head, to the throat, and to the heart. And these represent dedicating, respectively, our body, our speech, and our mind. In this case, to the refuge, for the sake of all beings. The head represents the body because that's where most of our body's vital functions are. We see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and think. We have the brain in there. You can't do without a head. You can do without most of the rest of the body. So the head represents the body, and when we place our hands to the head, we are dedicating our physical existence to enlightenment, to truth, to goodness. When we place the hands next to the throat, it is our power of speech and communication, our ability to learn and share and interact, that we are dedicating to refuge, to enlightenment. And when we place our hands then to our heart, the heart represents the mind, more than the brain. And even though that may seem strange to some people at first, I'll ask you one question. If somebody said, "Who did that?" you'd say, "Me," and you point to your heart, meaning that's where you mainly are. If somebody pointed to their head and said, "Me," that would be very strange. And then in modern scientific research, we find that in fact the brain is not what we thought it was at first. The heart has many, many more cognitive functions and associations and links with things than was originally thought. Anyway, that's another topic. In the symbolic gesture, the heart center, in the very center of your body here, represents your mind, your power to be aware, to think, to love, to care, and so on, to meditate. Having dedicated body, speech, and mind, then one goes down to the ground, and essentially 5 points need to touch the ground: the forehead, the 2 palms of the hands, and the 2 knees. So in some countries people do a full flat-out prostration. Sometimes they even bring their hands back over their heads. Sometimes they just bob down and touch the hands, the knees, and the forehead to the ground. All of them are okay. The symbolism can be made more elaborate, whereby the hands, when they're held to the head to represent dedicating one's body, one thinks of a white flower holding a crystal, a clear crystal or a white jewel, representing the precious physical existence that we have. When it comes to our throat, our hands become like a red flower, a flower that's just opening, like this, open and receptive, holding a red jewel, representing our power of communication. And when the hands come down to the heart, then the flower becomes blue and the jewel becomes blue, representing the jewel of mind.